Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Many people with hearing problems wait a long time before ever seeking help. There are so many advertisements out there for hearing aids. So how do you know which solution is the right one for you?
Dr. Gwen Kandula is a board-certified doctor of audiology, and she's here with advanced ear, nose, and throat specialist. And today she's here to tell you about a free breakfast she's hosting to answer your individual questions, which I think is so wonderful. Welcome to the Morning Blend.
Good to see you.
Here
again.
Yeah.
It's been a little while.
It has.
I think, people can't watch TV without hearing some sort of commercial for hearing devices or gimmicks. We see them in magazines. You see them all over the place. For you guys, when you're seeing all those things, how does that make you feel? Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
Oh, I'm torn because anytime people are talking about hearing loss, to me that's a good thing. But what people need to know is that there's a difference, and there's a big difference in the way you can treat your hearing loss and who you can get treatment from. And I guess one thing that we've always worked really hard to do and put ourselves in a position to do is to be able to offer a lot more than just a hearing aid. We're not selling a device. We're trying to remedy hearing loss, and I think that's a very different distinction.
Because hearing loss can affect so much more than just the person who has the problem. I mean, it can really affect relationships, your ability to work, your ability to interact with people.
And hearing loss, it's not a one-size-fits-all type of disorder or problem somebody can have because it affects so many people, but everyone's individual life is so different. Even on the surface it may look similar, but the things that really make us individual and unique are the different things we love and the things we do and the people we talk to and the places we go, and all of that needs to be taken into account when looking at how to treat something. The other thing is that hearing loss can come from really different etiologies. So things can be as simple as maybe the ears are plugged with wax, or you've got fluid behind the eardrum, or it can get to be more complex types of things causing the hearing loss, like the little bones behind the eardrum are stiffening, or there's even things like tumors along the auditory nerve. There's other things that can cause that, and one thing that we always work really hard to do is be able to really get a good diagnosis as to what's going on and causing that, and then treating the hearing loss as a medical condition, which it absolutely is.
I think from the moment you walk into your location, because I've gone in with my mom before, there's a difference. My mom's been in many different places for her hearing loss, and she has severe hearing loss. She wears 2 hearing aids, and she says from the moment you walk in, the people at the front desk just speak to you in a different way than you find other places. But just going through the process, because do you find that people who have hearing loss are they're very timid about getting help? And I'm not sure why. Even my mom, for years, she's worn since she was 18, she's afraid to ask for help. She's afraid to admit
it's part
sometimes.
of maintaining that independence, and that's why it's so important to get help with hearing loss, but it is admitting that you need some help, and that's hard for anybody to do. And that's one of the reasons we put together our seminar that we've done twice a year for a while now. It's so much fun. It's a new name. We're trying to come up with better creative things to name it, but that's why we do that, is because it's so hard for so many people to come forward. And everybody seems to know someone who's had trouble with hearing aids or has struggled with hearing loss in the past and isn't happy with how they're doing. And we want to change that and make this more of a give and take, where we can have a conversation about hearing aids and how to educate people on what we can do so that it really makes sense to them and they don't need to be nervous to come in. It's not an official appointment, if you will. It's come in and educate, we'll have some laughs and have some good food to eat too.
And it's called Ear, Nose, and Toast.
Yes.
Right?
One of our friends on Facebook thought of that for us. We had a little competition, and believe me, I was dying. There must have been 40 or 50 different names.
And the first one is actually, it's tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow
at Maggiano's.
morning, Maggiano's, which has the best breakfast ever. So
I didn't even know they served breakfast.
I didn't. I was like, really? The last time we did it, I'm like, are you sure we can be there at 9? And it was phenomenal. So I hope people can come out and join us.
So what will they do at the event?
They'll come in, we'll have breakfast, and then I'll be talking along with some of our other audiologists on staff, and we're really going to get into the nuts and bolts of hearing loss, how hearing aids work, how's the process work, what can we expect? Any question that they've ever wanted to ask somebody, they'll be able to ask tomorrow if we don't already have it included in the talk.
And so I think what's wonderful about the way you work is that you find a program or a device or a solution that is tailor-made to the person who has hearing problems. And people who love someone with hearing loss are also welcome to attend. So here's the information. First one's tomorrow at 9 a.m. at Maggiano's Little Italy at Mayfair, March 4th at 9 a.m. Again, it's called Ear, Nose, and Toast. Programs all begin at 9. The other ones are March 11th at Maxim's Family Restaurant in Brookfield, and then March 25th at the Advent Hearing Center in Wauwatosa at their location. Now, you need to register. Call this number. It's free, 414-375-2050, or go to ADVENT.md. And you can find the Hearing Center at Advent, Advanced Ear, Nose, and Throat Specialist, or Toast Specialist, in Wauwatosa on their North Mayfair Road location. And again, the website to visit is ADVENT.md, and you see the phone number there, too. So great to have you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.